Yeah.
In fairness, it is only 25 to 9, and I know Lancashire lads are normally having a beer by this point. But how's your shooting? Have you been practicing at all?
Yeah, really good.
Good?
Yeah.
Good. It's a good shot, isn't he, Crofts?
Oh, he's an unbelievable shot.
He is, yeah.
I just had a letter through from the CPSA banning me.
Have you?
Yeah.
What, because you're so bad?
So good.
They have to pick all
So
the clays
good.
up, that's the problem.
The CPSA ran out of foam ear defenders yesterday. They did over 500 Havagos in one day.
Yeah,
How many
we're-
tickets have you sold?
Welcome back, everybody, to the Tweedl podcast. We are here live at the Game Fair, day 3, Sunday morning. Beautiful day, Blenheim Palace. We are on the Churchills stand, just opposite the best stand. Just over there, the Tweedl and RC stand at the Game Fair, absolutely going off.
That's where the caravan is over there. Nice little caravan.
View of the stand
It's nice view, that, isn't it?
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, if you want,
As you can see, it's sunny, so we've got our sun hats on.
if you like a proper beverage, you go to Tweedl. If you want water, you come to Churchills.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very nice water, though, I will say.
Well, it is. In fairness, it is only 25 to 9, and I know Lancashire lads are normally having a beer by this point. But
Quite early for you that, Rob, though, isn't it? 25.
Right, Chief, come on,
I
play the
didn't
game.
realise there was a 25 to 9 in the morning. In fairness,
No,
I thought it
quite
was only
right.
one in the
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah, no, I thought that
Yeah.
was putting the hours in this weekend.
Yeah,
right?
it's just taking one for the team.
Yeah,
You know what it's like.
absolutely.
Are we getting all the abuse out of the way with early, are we? Is this the plan?
I
is?
think it's just
Yeah.
we've had a lot of feedback this weekend, and people just love it when we take the piss out of each other. So,
Do they?
Yeah.
How's your shooting? Have you been practicing at all?
Yeah, really good.
Good?
Yeah.
Good. It's
I've
a good
just-
shot, isn't he, Crofts?
Oh, he's an unbelievable shot.
He is, yeah.
I just had a letter through from the CPSA banning me.
Have you?
Yeah.
What, because you're so bad?
So good.
They have to pick all
So
the clays
good.
up,
So good.
that's the problem.
So
It's a
good.
nightmare. They
Yeah.
have to pick all the clays up. He goes around and does it. Picks all the clays up. If he's in the army, I'd want him on the other team, if you know what I mean.
They're shooting at us. Oh, no, it's only Sam, don't worry.
Yeah.
Just roam around
You
freely.
wouldn't want to go in and say, cover me.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Sam's shooting at us.
But he is better than me, I will say that.
I don't know about that, Chief.
Yeah.
Do you get to do much shooting, Crofty?
Do you know what? We do a little bit, but once the season gets going, we don't. I try and get a couple of days on the grouse and treat myself, but sadly there's no grouse this year. But yeah, we get bits and pieces, but not.
We had a
an
day
awful lot.
cancelled on Friday, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Do you have you ever had any? I've got a good story that's all to tell you about when somebody says, "Oh, would you like to shoot?" Do you ever do that? Because you'll get it all the time when you're hosting days, and say someone drops out or I don't know, something happens. Do you ever get the chance where they say, "Would you like to shoot?" And here, Crofty, take a gun and shoot a peg.
Quite often we do, and the problem is you look like a bit of a numpty when you're in the middle of the line,
Yeah.
and
And
they're coming,
hosting.
they're absolutely channeling over you, and you're doing the damage, and the outside guns haven't fired the gun. I mean, it's great fun at the time, but afterwards it can be a bit difficult.
Yeah,
but
it's-
no, I don't. I
Do
normally,
you just say no?
I just say no
Yeah.
because it's very difficult to run everything, see everything, especially when you're shooting.
Yeah.
Especially like, you know, I'm a very, very accomplished shot, so you know, all of a sudden the bag
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah. So obviously we're in a
It's
moment
not fair
now.
on the gun dogs either, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fair on
You know
everybody
it is.
else.
You're
yeah.
overworked.
Yeah, on a 400 bird day, and Crofty shoots
You know.
390 on the first drive. Yeah, it's really awkward.
Yeah, no, quite right.
So,
but you seem to get on all right with that. When you,
yeah,
when
I don't
you're
mind
getting
about
tucked
that.
in
No,
and
I'm
your
fine with
clients have invited you
Listen,
very nicely.
as-
You got triple gunning. You know, you're shooting 28
Did you
gram
invite him on this podcast, or did you? Sorry,
No, but
can we
you are an
can we
amazing-
get security, please? We need to get rid of, but they need to be a big security person to get rid of
Quite
Crofty.
right,
Okay,
quite
we need Criddle here. Yeah, so let me tell you about, because obviously there's horrendous. The grouse is looking pretty terrible, isn't it? And
Yeah.
days left, right, and centre have been cancelled, which is just a nightmare. And I actually, although it's a nightmare for us who are letting days, we're all letting days, and not unable to do it. I do think spare a moment of thought for all the keepers who have worked on grouse
right.
moors, who have worked
Yeah.
tirelessly. Can you imagine what it's like? Where do you, I mean,
terrible,
we all
isn't it?
work hard in our jobs.
Yeah.
We work hard to pinnacle and various things. Imagine if you did all that. Imagine if we were working hard to deliver this and it just gets cancelled.
Yeah.
It's not even as bad
But
as
also
that. They're
finding the
far worse
motivation,
than that
like you
scenario.
say, finding the motivation. You know, those guys are out every single day going about their daily chores, and they put everything into it, and then you don't have a season, and you've got to do it all over again. It's all down to the weather and bits
Yeah.
and pieces. And
Yeah.
I mean, what a tireless task.
I do. So I
It's not
actually
just
big,
the
big.
keepers either. It's every.
Well, it's everything. The loaders, picker-uppers,
you know,
the
loads-
local hotels, pubs, and things
People
like
like
that.
you, Rob, like what are you going to do for the second half of August and all of September? You know, what you normally 40, 50
Oh,
days pulling the trigger. What are you going to do?
Well, I'll go shooting partridge from the 1st of September. That's not.
That's okay.
You know,
I
it's
suppose
this,
you'll
this,
race.
those last 2
Will there
weeks.
many car races at the end?
Yeah,
of
no, I'll
August?
go
Yeah,
race
you'll be-
cars.
Oh,
yeah,
you'll be all right.
yeah, times are
Good.
tough.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you just got to take it
No,
easy.
that's
Right,
Good.
let me tell you my story about being invited to shoot on the grout. And this is a grout. This is absolutely true story. So, we've got 2 days This is quite a long time ago,
Right.
but this is why now when people say, oh, somebody dropped out, Rob, would you like to shoot? I always say no. Always say no because of this one story. So picture this. Lovely client, 2 fixed price days at Allen Heads, one of the best grouse moors. It's in a beautiful place. I rock up to host it. He's a really good client. This must be 10 years ago. And he goes, oh, Rob, he said, somebody's dropped out. Would you like to shoot? Would you like to shoot in their place? On a double gun day on the grouse, early season. And I go, oh, you're joking. I was like, of course, I'd absolutely love to. Let's call him Bill. He's not called Bill, but let's call him Bill for this. I'd love to, Bill. That'd be amazing. Have you got your guns? I've always got my guns with me. I'm like, yeah, I've got my guns in the back of the car. Don't worry about it. So, love to
Just
do it.
in case one of yours
So I
breaks down.
speak to the head keeper, who I know really well, Steve Colmer, who's now taken on the running of Swinton and doing amazing things. Phenomenal grouse keeper. So I said to Steve, I said, yeah, no problem, but I'll go on the end of the line. He goes, no, don't do that. He said, I want you to pull a peg and do it properly. I said, look, Bill, I said, that's really kind, but it'd be really, I don't want to be in the middle. Like, you've come from these are meant to be big grouse days. They've got a lot of grouse. They want them culling out. Let's get stuck in. So, okay, so I said, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. You draw a peg, I'll draw a peg. And we'll talk to Steve, the head keeper, and we'll say, where's the grouse? And he's on it. I mean, this guy, he is absolutely on it. You know Steve Colmer.
Yeah.
So Steve's on it. I said, we'll talk to Steve. Where's the grouse? Where do you want me to go? I'll go in the worst place. You can go in the other best place. Yeah, no problem. So I draw 7. Bill, I keep nearly calling him his correct name. Bill draws 3 or 4, I think it was. Steve, where do you want it? He says, oh no, they all go at the top end of the line. Well, I think I'd drawn 8 or something. They all go at the top end of the line. So you go, Ron, oh shit, Bill.
Charlie,
edit that bit. So Bill goes on the top where all the grouse pile through, and I'm at 3 or something like that, which Bill has picked 3. So I said I'll go down the bottom of the hill. They never go down the bottom of the hill. Won't be any grouse down there. Anyway, the grouse come. Bang, 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 bang. These grouse just pile through the bottom of the line.
Oh.
Absolutely pile through. Anyway, I'm absolutely buzzing. I think I shot, it was proper, like 37 brace or something, to my own gun in one drive, right? And anyway, I had a most unbelievable drive.
So like 10 grand's worth, basically.
Sort of, yeah. This is 10 years ago. It was 9.5 grand.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
So,
sorry.
yeah, and so, literally, Bill comes walking down the thing. Oh, how was that? How was that? I said, oh, my God, but I've never had a drive like it. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah. He said, did you shoot? And somebody, yeah, he shot nearly 37 brace. I said, I was like, and literally, Bill was like, wow, that's great. I said, how do you get on? Shot 2. So I shot 2. That's what he shot, the host. I was like,
always the case.
oh my.
And was that going to be his original peg that you actually managed to win your way in?
No, we swapped pegs because he was meant to be where I was.
So
but the
Rob.
keeper said, this is the grouse always go at the top, so we swapped with him, so it looked really bad. So then I was like, and I could feel myself getting goosebumps. I was like, the blood was draining out of me. I was like, oh my God, but I'm so sorry. I said, listen, you just go wherever you want. I said, no. I said, I'm glad you're having fun, Rob. That's really good. You could see him, but he sort of wasn't glad that he'd just shot 2 brace, and these days are costing him it was like 80 grand for 2 days shooting or something. Anyway, so the next drive, I think 7 went to 9, obviously, or something like that, and 3 goes to 5. So Steve said, he said, oh no, 5's where you want to be. They don't go 9, 9's sort of the end. That on the end you'd be fine like that. So I said, fine, Bill, you go to 5. It carries on. Anyway, so I went up to 9. The grouse piled through the top end. They're all cutting out the top, and they piled and piled. And I shot, I think it was like 32 brace on that one, on number 9
Still didn't hold back.
There's no point holding back. So we shot like 32 brace.
You got tennis rackets, you've got sawed-off shotguns, you've got the lot.
Came down the hill, literally came down the hill, and I was like, oh God, it was buzzing. He said, yeah, you were busy up there, I hear it, Ralph, because like bang, 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 bang. I said, how did you go? And he says, shot 4.
Oh, mate.
He said, they split on me. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I had the most amazing day. He didn't. I was his guest. And then that night over dinner, it was absolutely fantastic, but everybody's laughing about it. I feel terrible, absolutely terrible. He goes, you know what, Rob, tomorrow, I think we'll shoot 7 guns tomorrow if you don't mind.
You did not feel terrible one bit,
No, not at all.
I had a cracking day.
For about a minute you felt bad.
I did, but then nobody said. He said, tomorrow we'll just shoot 7 guns. I wasn't allowed to shoot the second day. So anyway,
When you came up with the name Bill,
Yeah.
was that because you caused him a massive bill?
Yeah.
I thought so.
It was fixed price days, so I didn't feel.
No, quite right.
You know, so I felt bad, like Sam said, for 30 seconds or something.
And then you went into the second drive and did exactly.
And then I went to second drive.
Did
Well,
exactly the same on the first.
You can't hold back, can you? They're a wild bird.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a very special moment. But ever since then, when somebody said, "Oh, someone's dropped out, do you want to shoot?" I'm like, no, I'm okay.
Would you
thanks."
like earning money to shoot grouse?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I think.
Yeah, it's
Well, why
brilliant.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
I must admit, I do love shooting grass.
Probably the best job in the world, isn't it?
It is. Shut up, you two. All right. It is. In terms of the sport, if I could be asked to shoot high pheasants, partridge, whatever it is, anything, I absolutely love shooting grass.
Right.
It is the buzz for me. If
Well,
you could ring me at midnight and say, come up to wherever, 5 hours up north, I would drive throughout the night, which I have done, to be there at 6 in the morning or whatever. Or 8
Do you get
for
quite a lot of
breakfast.
your guns, Rob, which I do get? They don't get the grouse. They say, well, they're not
Loads.
challenging.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
not, I would never do it again. But for me, when you go up on the moor and you actually, the first enjoyment is being up there.
Yeah.
Seeing a grouse is great. And if you shoot one, it's bonus.
I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I've been on 2 days with winners, and both times the weather wasn't with us. In terms of one was a really still day like today, red hot.
Yeah.
And the grouse aren't really
No
digging
lifting
much.
at all. No.
They're just
yeah.
coming at you, and it is a bit, bit easy. But then you speak like days like that, what you just explained, where the wind's going and the piling over. I can imagine it, but I've
Rob
just never
finds
had
that easy as well.
Yeah.
50-mile-an-hour wind, he finds it very easy.
What's
Full.
wrong with that?
No,
Is that not
absolutely.
normal?
No, I'm just saying, you're
That's
great.
not-
You're one of the finest.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But no, yeah.
But you're right. People don't get it. But I tell you what, for me, it's the unpredictable moment of grouse shooting that makes it so
Yeah.
special. It's the fact that you'll
It's wild
take
as
that.
well.
I'm going to peg 9, and you actually could end up with the best
With the
peg
best peg,
on the thing.
yeah, quite
Whereas
right.
if I come on one of your shoots, if I'm 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah.
You know,
They
on
normally-
yours
they'll-
it's different because
they'll
they're
split
bigger
on you,
days,
yeah.
and you'll get everything from
Yeah.
pegs on.
Yeah.
But even on others, even on smaller shoots, if you're on number 4 peg, you think you're going to be in the hot place, don't you? With grouse, it's that unpredictability that you can be on 9 or 1. You know, you can be on 4 or 5 and not get any shooting, but they go at the top. It's the fact I love the whole walking up the moor. You actually feel like you've done some exercise by
What
the end
about
of the
this?
day.
So set this picture. You've got a pack of grouse coming to you. You could just clock them about 250 yards. Then they disappear because they follow the grouse contours.
Yeah.
And you're primed. You're like, where they're going to pop up.
Yeah.
And you're waiting. They might miss you by 2 guns, and then all of a sudden they've disappeared and they pop up and they're literally on you. It's the most.
It's the most
exciting.
natural, exciting, and that's the bit for me is when you're keeping down low in your boat, you're keeping still. It is that real hunter-gatherer experience. It's not
Absolutely.
the big fat pheasant coming out that sort of
No.
is taking it, and I'm not. It's not I don't like. It's just I
a
just love
different
grouse
sport.
shooting. It's just a complete. But some people they pay the money. They want to know they're going to get bangs for their bucks.
Yeah.
And sometimes with grouse shooting, you might
You
not.
don't
You
get
get
that.
the weather. We had we had 2 days at Gunnerside last year where some Americans came over. The first day in proper wind was phenomenal. The next day, and everyone was absolutely buzzing, right? 2 days back to back. That night, it was just unbelievable. Everyone was enjoying. Everyone's on cloud 9. And the next day, the fog came in. The wind then picked up. The fog cleared. The wind was so strong, and the rain was so bad, we had to cancel the day. So you had one day of
One extreme to another.
one day of the most phenomenal days grouse shooting.
Yeah.
The next day, we cancelled after drive 1. Jerry just said, we just can't physically do anything with the grouse. The wind was like 70 miles an hour.
And so what is the reason this year for the lack of grouse?
I would say weather, early doors. We had that very
Weather.
wet period.
That wet period
I
seems
mean, Rob
to
will
have
know
ruined them.
probably more than me, but I believe that if it's very wet and the hens are sitting on their eggs, they can cover their eggs, or when they've just hatched, they can cover their chicks. But it's when the chicks get to 2-3 weeks old and they can't all get under and it
Yeah.
comes wet and they lose.
And they got that early wet. And it's
But
just,
then I
it's
think there's
hammered
also
it.
quite a lot of worm about, is there, Rob?
There is worm is a bit of a problem as well. It's just gutting, isn't it? I do just feel for
Well,
everybody.
yeah, because
involved.
like the
this has
last
been as
5
big.
years-
This has been but this season seems to be as bad a crash as ever.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
3 years ago was terrible.
It was, yeah. And I think everyone was hoping that this year was going to be all right. But look, it's a very sad state of affairs, and so a big shout out to all those involved with grouse
Quite
shooting
right,
because
agreed there.
you know what I mean. They're stars, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it's a wild sport. There's nothing you can do about it.
No.
No, absolutely.
But how about let's more cheerful things. How's the whole partridge and fezzies going then, Crofty?
Yeah,
all
so
right?
we're in the middle of
Sold out yesterday.
Yeah, we
Did you?
sold the last day at Bulland, or
Good
last
man.
peg, should we say?
Yeah.
Good.
But no, rearing season's been generally quite good. although the cold mornings have made it quite difficult, you know, the fluctuation.
What, getting out of bed?
Yeah, quite right. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
No, I try.
Do you
and
keep
set
your
my
onesie on? Do you?
Well, 9:45, I like to get up, have a general
Gin and tonic,
breakfast, and then we're in the office for 11. Which is
we're away then, aren't we?
Wouldn't have happened when he was working for Gwyn.
No,
He'd
we
have been
started at 12 there. 12 till 12 was a shift, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So yeah, generally speaking, Bulland is looking in good fettle, as are a lot of shoots down there. All the pheasants are in now. Partridges are imminent. They're coming in this week.
Yeah.
Ready to go because we start on the 6th. It's coming. It's really coming now.
I know. I can't believe it.
Do you, with your partridge? A lot of people get partridge from Spain now, don't they? Is that right?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, we deal in a lot of partridge eggs. We've done a lot of eggs from Spain. We get a lot of eggs from France.
Yeah.
But yes, absolutely, there is a lot of Spanish partridge about this. I think there is still more French.
And bird flu, dare I even mention that?
Do you know bird
Just
flu?
to really be miserable today.
Oh,
Yeah, you know.
Christ,
Yeah.
we're at the
Sorry.
game fair,
Yeah,
Rob.
I know. Sorry, mate. Yeah. It is the third day. We're all knackered.
I know.
Can I just say that?
Yeah, quite right.
Can you tell why looking at me in the camera? I
Yeah.
reckon the listeners
I
are
think
looking.
you look good, mate.
Thanks, brother.
Not as good as the other night when you used a bubble machine to explain for your blurry
Mate,
eyes.
genuinely did happen.
Yeah,
Charlie, I mean, a bubble machine. He got attacked by a young lad with a bubble machine and he got blurry eyes from it. Okay, Sam. Yeah, okay.
No, I will blame today's eyes on last night.
Okay,
I will
that's all right
absolutely
then.
hold my
I
hand
love
up.
the honesty.
You had a late one last night or not really?
I gave it a quiet reminder.
Well, you know what? That's what we're here for.
That's
This is
exactly
what
what we're here
youngsters do, you see. I remember the days when...
for. Exactly, mate. I've
yeah.
got
I
it.
went
I'm
home
doing
last
what
night.
you wish you could still do.
Yeah, I can't. I was in bed by quarter to 10.
But last season at Bulland, you know, we had quite a nice evening. You
We
got
did.
covered in feathers, I think.
I did
You
get-
looked like
what
a
was it?
chicken. Yeah. He dressed
There is a
himself.
good picture. I'll send it to you, Charlie. You could pop it up. We attacked a guy with what were those things?
They're like, I don't know what they are. They're like some feathery thing.
Feathery-
They're like
grass
if you touch them,
thing.
it leaves all of the.
And it just,
Oh.
and we attacked this guy. He literally looked like a turkey.
He
He
looked
was on the
like-
phone talking to his girlfriend, and we went up and
Pampas grass.
Pampas
Yeah,
grass.
that's it, yeah.
Yeah,
He
we
looked
attacked
more
him with
like
the
a
Pampas
white
grass.
pheasant than a white pheasant.
Yeah, it's great. That was Phil Blakeman.
Yeah,
Full
very,
Phil.
very good.
We
No,
did.
very, very
We got a
good.
great picture of him. We'll put it up of him. Yeah, yeah. We had a good do there, didn't we?
Yeah,
I'm
fun.
still
Very
recovering
good.
from that.
I've never
Yeah.
been. Can't wait to go. 20th of December. I'm going.
It's
Bulland.
mega.
Yeah.
And
Well, the
Rob-
lodge, everything's good about it. The lodge is
great
what's
fun.
great, and everything else.
Yeah.
But I just love it when, because what was it you're really scared of? I can't remember. What was it?
If you think we are mentioning what my phobia is
It is
on this
absolutely
pod,
phobia. It's snakes, I think, isn't it?
no.
What was it?
It's snakes, isn't it?
So
Listen, right between us, don't tell anybody. I fucking hate snakes with a passion. They're
But-
good for shoes and handbags, and that's it. I hate. the
Please tell
things.
me you clipped a fake one on him.
So basically,
Oh, these lot just.
we managed to find a fake snake, and Rob
Wow.
was just sort of smoozing and just being generally cool like he is, and Sid went and got this snake. Well, I tell you something, Rob would have beaten Usain Bolt. Literally, he'd have overtaken it. He'd have
The
overtaken
problem is,
it.
because these idiots know that,
Yeah.
I open my gun box in my car, there's a fake snake. And even though I know there's going to be a fake
Still
snake
gets
in
you
it,
for a second.
it still puts the shits up me. So I literally open it and go, yeah! And I'm like, opening it, going, I know there's something in. But then they wind me up so bad, they're like, and they're laughing and giggling, and they're like, oh, we've put some in his cartridge bag. And they sort of do it thinking I don't know. I can't open my cartridge bag because I'm so petrified. There's gonna be I just hate the blooming things with a passion. They're awful.
Well, I'm
And
going to note that one down.
and be nice friends, of course, you can imagine.
I think it's almost worse when you know something's happening, but
Yeah.
you don't know what.
What is
Yeah.
He was like a meerkat.
Yeah, all day.
It's awful.
Ruined
It's
his
horrible.
day.
It does. It makes me so on edge. It's horrible.
But then he went to the next drive and he shot very well.
Yeah,
it doesn't,
yeah,
the
yeah.
phobia
No.
doesn't last. you know.
Yeah, not for long.
Doesn't take prisoners, this man.
No.
Not for long.
So have you done much business this weekend, Rob?
We did a nice bit. We have done. It's been good up here. It's quite interesting. We do a lot of hospitality, like you guys do. Do you know what I mean? And I think this end of the ground. I think if I'm honest with you, I think we're a little bit out of it at this end. It's obviously busier down that end. And I think for us, a lot of our clients come up and have drinks and everything else, but it's the different people we're trying to attract, or the
Yes.
ones we don't see all the
Yeah.
time, that we'll
It's
get.
a long way to the gate from here.
It's a blooming long way. I mean,
I agree, but I also think when people do make it up here, they're ready to sit
they
down.
aren't
and-
ready to sit down and all that.
and-
But for us, the entertaining is one thing because it's looking after our regular clients and people coming in. It's getting those new ones to come and look in there and see the guns and everything like that. So it's been good. The clay line has been phenomenal. Yesterday would be the busiest day, the clay line.
Wow.
How many have-a-goes have you had?
Well, here we go for yesterday. The CPSA, so we set up all the shooting, all the clays. We do it all. But then the CPSA, we give them certain have-a-goes. Basque have certain have-a-goes. We have have-a-goes. And we have the sporting competition, the little 50 sporting and the sport trap. The CPSA ran out of foam ear defenders yesterday. They did over 500 have-a-goes in one day.
Wow.
The CPSA did. We did just short of 400 have-a-goes, and I think Bass did short of
And
5.
is that for pure beginners? Then?
Pure beginners, just literally first lesson ever. And Basque, and I think Basque would have done about 300, but they do a bit more of a longer course. Like ours and CPSA are like 10 shots.
So for people that are really bad.
Yeah, so if you think...
So could we...
we could send Sam.
So could we send Sam?
Yeah, no, Sam would be there. We've got like a special
They've got
area.
like massive clays and stuff.
And a 410.
So
like dustbin lids come firing out.
If we book Sam on there for sort of...
Yeah, we could get on there. You go and have a go.
If that's okay, mate.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Because I'm
So if you-
starting to wonder whether I just take up golf at this point.
I
But
don't
that
think you're
might
very good at
save
that,
me.
mate. I don't think you'd be great at golf.
I don't think you would either.
I'm trying to think what darts.
Maybe we
Darts.
you could get a golf ball like the size of a football or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, okay, I'll give that a go.
Yeah.
But coming back to some sensibleness, so if you think have-a-goes yesterday, there was nearly there'd be 1,000 have-a-goes done yesterday in
Unbelievable.
one
And that's
day.
all new people being introduced to our sport.
Well, and it literally is just 10 shots trying to hit
That's very encouraging.
which is
that,
brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
500 people went through the sporting in one, as separate to that. Another 150 went through the pool shoot. Another 200
Who's
went
leading the
through
sporting at the minute?
There was a 48 shot on Friday out of 50, and there was a 49 shot yesterday out of 50.
Tom shot 47. He wasn't
amazing.
far.
Did he? Shot. That's a good score on there.
What's the prize this year?
You win an Isuzu pickup for a year.
Wow.
I know. So we'll see how today goes. Crofty might shoot a 50. He could do with a new pickup.
Well, Ross Holmes on his way up, actually.
Is he?
So,
Do you have a wooden spoon prize?
For Sam.
Well, what sort of thing would that be? Would that be like a lawnmower? Or
No, it'd be like a lesson for
a
2.
lawnmower.
It'd be a golf lesson. It's the person who comes last gets a golf lesson.
Well,
Yeah.
between us, we'll win that.
Yeah, okay. Let's give it a good go.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then what we could do is we could put like your lawnmower in the back of my pickup, and I'll bring it home for you, or the other way around.
Right, brilliant.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. So what's the plan for today then? Just more of the same?
Yeah,
How
more
many
of the
tickets
same.
have you sold? Or can you not say?
A lot.
Lots?
Yes.
Is that like 1,000 or 10,000 or
I
20,000?
reckon on the whole, yeah,
About 1,000.
1,000,
That's
yeah.
good, isn't
for
it?
each competition, yeah.
You got me. They also got my card out of my wallet the
We
other day and
did.
just took a...
And then we got your wife while
and then
you
you
were
got
on the
my
podcast.
wife, even though I'd bought it for my wife.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
But no, we've... I'm just looking over now, actually. They're not doing much, are they, mate? The girls?
No, not
Well, it's because
really,
you're not
no.
there whipping them into shape.
But we've had to go and replenish the stock of the beer. We ran out of beer day 1, ran out of beer day 2. We replenished for day 3.
But that's going to happen if you bring a case of 12.
2 kegs a day, I will have you know. sir.
All right. Well, them little ones.
And the wine in the box. We've got
And
two
the
of
wine
them
in the
as well.
box. Yeah, we have got through. We've run out of beer.
And do you know what's funny, though? From my
He's trying
experience...
to get a good comeback.
No,
Yeah. That was funny for me.
From my experience of game fairs, people don't slow down drinking on
No,
Sunday.
no.
They still want a bloody drink.
I know they do, yeah. I know. Well, we've got our wonderful gin company. Look at that Noble Spring behind us. They've just won some amazing award.
That's
Yorkshire
a big
Gin.
bottle, that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. We'll get through that. So,
Very nice.
yeah, big shout out to them. We've got the Bentleys in the background
I
as
know,
well.
mate, it's all happening.
Yeah, for the prize draw later to win a Bentley.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah, we're selling tickets.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're
hooked.
selling tickets to win.
Line
We're
and
selling,
sinker got both of us
we're
there.
selling. You two, like, what? You know?
Well, let me buy a ticket then.
Yeah, we're selling tickets, but they're different odds to Tweedle. You buy a ticket, $9.99. We're only selling 10 tickets, and you get to win $250,000 of a Bentley.
Well, that's a good business strategy, isn't it, Rob?
So please come and get your tickets.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Rob do that.
Yeah. Joke, by the way. And Ian Smith from Bentley's here. He's hiding somewhere. He'll be like, "Well, you're not giving my cars away, Rob. You're not giving my cars away." So cool. Well
Yeah,
done.
very
So it's been
good.
good though, hasn't it?
Yeah, very good.
Blenheim special, isn't it?
Very,
The
very
crowds
special.
have been massive.
I
You
know.
get that bottom end. I mean,
Mate.
it's just there's
Unbelievable.
thousands of people.
Yeah.
Good for the sport.
Really
I
good for the
think,
sport.
Good stand, Rob. Amazing stand.
Thank you, mate.
Well done.
Yeah, good. Well, nice having you lads over there. It's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
You very much.
Yes, thanks for listening. New episodes every, Charlie, what are we saying? Every... Well, it's up to them. It's up to the Lord, actually.
The jet setter.
No, it's not. No. We're going to try and get back on them now, aren't we?
Yeah,
Big
every
time.
week.
And
Every
week,
Sunday.
every Sunday, we'll try pumping them through.
YouTube and Spotify, and hopefully Apple Podcasts very, very soon. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
See ya.
Bye.